to do, I'm going to pull this up for you. Now, the PDF portion is just a kind of guidance, and I just want to kind of give you some understanding of it so that we can kind of go from there. I also am putting putting in the announcements a video on how to complete it also. Okay? Now, so here's your self-assessment. You're going to do a self-assessment. In this assignment, you want to examine yourself along the Hallmark University Character Continuum. Okay, so this is what you're going to do here, the assignment overview. In this assignment, examine yourself along the Hallmark University Character Continuum. Click the attached Word document, edit it to reflect your answers, and submit it actually on Canvas, not Blackboard. Okay, now, right here, just want to kind of tell you about this. When you get ready to do this, the thing I want you to remember here is this, is that when you do this, these are guides. These are guides. Here are extremes: selfish, self-serving, self-focused, self-centered, flowing in, love of self, self-worship. Another, to the other side, selfless, self-serving others, others-focused, interest in others, flowing out, love of others, self-denial. Okay, now, so and what you're going to do is you're going to say, for the most part, that you're going to take a current snapshot of where you think you fit dealing with these various areas from 1 to 10. When you do that, first of all, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to believe anything you tell me. I'm going to believe anything you tell me. The reason why is this. This is your evaluation. So if Ruth says, when it comes to selfish and selfless, I feel that I'm a 9. I feel that I'm a 9.
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to come to Ruth and go, Ruth is lying. She is a 1, and I'm going to mark her down for you. I'm not going to do that. Whatever you say is whatever it goes. Okay? So, this is what I want you to understand. These are extremes. So, and when I talk about flowing in and flowing out, I'm more interested in what's coming to me. Flowing out, I'm more interested in giving out. That should be very easy. Self-worship, self-denial, self-worship. I love myself better than I love myself. I'm wonderful. In other words, it's about me. Okay? Self-denial is, for the most part, you're all the way in the other area. Now, most of us don't live on extremes. We kind of say somewhere in there. So, this is what I want you to do. Okay, I'm sorry, I just dated myself. That was actually a song that one time there was a song about that. They actually said, I love myself better than I love myself. Yeah. I know you're sitting up there going, he's old. But anyway.
No, I'm thinking, I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's okay. So that's what you're going to have there. This is what it's going to look like. Here's step 1. Assign a score between 1 and 10 that you believe best reflects a current snapshot of your inner character. 2, assign a score between 0 and 1 that best reflects how your immediate family members or circle of close friends or associates reflect. In other words, 1 is your self-assessment. The other, I would ask somebody to give me an assessment if possible. If not, just act like you were somebody that's giving you an assessment. You might not ask it. Anybody got siblings? You might not want to ask your siblings because they might tell you the truth. They might tell you what they really think. Okay. So, but anyway, so you said look on Ruth's face like, I ain't Your eyes were getting ready to roll real quick.
They really were.
Okay, so That's what you're going to do here. What does it look like? This. See what it looks like?
How does it get red?
You just change the color. Change the color. So basically, with each set of these lines, remember, red reflects your inner character.
Ah, I see.
And then blue reflects what's perceived by others. So for each one of these lines, you should have 2 there. When you do this, that's 40 points of your 100.
Okay.
So we do that as well.
40 points, like Monopoly. We gotta stop drinking before this class. No, I'm just kidding.
That should be our final.
It's that break
Monopoly.
between classes.
Full circle.
Yeah, full circle. I understand. No, this is good. This is good. But this is how you're gonna do this. So this is the first part. So what you're doing is how you think your inner character is, character reflected by others. Now, here is the other portion. Step 2. You are going to have, listen to this, so you understand this. You are going to give me 3 paragraphs.
For each one?
No.
I was about to say.
No. 3 paragraphs total. I told you it's going to be easy. 3 paragraphs total. First paragraph, you're going to answer this. In a paragraph, summarize where your scores in red place you in your character journey overall on the Kohlberg scale. And then you're going to answer the question, why do you believe this? How does the score make you feel? How would improving the score make you feel? So basically, when you formulate your paragraph, you're basically formulating your paragraph answering these questions. But write it in a paragraph form. Does that make sense?
What if we change the text to red and then the other one from blue?
I don't care.
Oh, bet. So let's.
I don't care. If you could change it to purple like Barney,
No, like
as
to
far as I'm
fit the
concerned.
scores in red, you know?
Yeah, and a lot of people do it. I don't care. I don't care. Whatever makes it easier for you, we're good. So basically, you would do something like this. You give it the numbers, and then you figure out where you think it puts you at. Okay, in a character. So here's what it says. It says somebody would put something like this. Say, I believe that my scores in red place my inner character as a 5 on the Kohlberg scale. I believe this because, as far as my inner character, I do believe that laws are for the greater good. However, I know that sometimes you have to go against the flow. That would probably be, so that would be my 1 or 1.5 paragraphs. But you notice I had in there where I was on the Kohlberg scale. Okay? From there, the next part, next sentence, I would probably go, I'd already told you why I believe this. It says, I think this score makes me feel that I'm in a good place, but I think I have a long way to go. It says, and I believe improving this score will make me feel like I have reached a certain level that I have been trying to reach for years. I'm just using that as but does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Okay.
But obviously it should be a paragraph, right?
Right, paragraph. I'm just showing you kind of like how I would formulate the paragraph. Now the second paragraph summarized. They say I might do something like this. For what others think of me, I went to my friend Joe Smucky Duck, and Joe Smucky Duck says that my inner character put me at a 2 on the Kohlberg scale. Okay, and he says that that's because he thinks I'm very transactional and I don't do things unless I have something in the fight. How does this score make me say? This score makes me feel like I don't need him as a friend anymore. He's a jerk.
How much that's my wife?
I ain't touching it. And how would improving your score?
She better give me 10.
And how would improving your score make? So he says, I think improving that score would make me sure that I didn't need him as that. Yes, sir. What's going on?
I'm trying to look for, where's it under?
Huh?
Where's this under?
The Kohlberg, it's the Hallmark Continuum Assignment.
Okay.
Hallmark Continuum Assignment. Now, that's what that is. Now, this is what I want you to see in this. Okay? So, when I went to this, the Hallmark Continuum Assignment, which is in 6, right? So you see I have it downloaded for the PDF. You don't have to download the PDF, but I would download the
document.
yeah, I would download that. And so when you download that, then you can look at and see. I'm just using this as an example. I'll go to my downloads. Then my Hallmark Continuum Assignment. This makes me mad. This makes me mad. So basically what I would do, I would download it. Okay. Okay. So now, here I have my blank sheet. My blank sheet, I can go on ahead and I can start populating it, you know, all these, and say I might just have this one here, and I might have this one here. Just use that as an example, and I'll have this one here. This might be my red here, my red here. And then this would be my blue here. I'm just using an example. Blue here, blue here. Okay? And I would kind of do whatever I'm just going to do this. And then I decide, based on that, wherever this is going to be. I'm not going to look there and go, now this doesn't make any sense. Whatever you put down there is whatever you put down there. Okay? So go from there. And for this paragraph, all I got to do now is I can come on down.
And do it then.
Boom. Knock it out. Same thing for this one. I can go and knock that one out. And then when I get to my third paragraph, after 7 terms, you will have some continued character development in each term. What would you expect your scores to be? You might say, I expect my scores to improve dramatically because I'm planning to be more of a person of character. Or you might say, I don't think that my scores will improve at all because I think I'm already there. And this is the reason why. Now, what is not a paragraph?
Less than 4 sentences.
Less than 2 to 3 sentences.
Less than 2 sentences. If you just give me one, sentence, that's not a paragraph. You give me 2 or more, I'm cool.
4 sentences.
What did I
is a
just do?
paragraph, right?
What did I
2
do?
to 3 sentences.
I don't know.
Everybody has the, but this is the one I'm going to grade.
So we better give him more than 4.
No. You can give me 2. You give me 2 to whatever. I'm just throwing that out to you. That's just my particular.
3 to 5.
Yeah. So in other words, I'm not trying to make this difficult. I just want you can do more.
It sounds simple.
You can do more. This is simple. And the reason why, and you're right, because no matter how much I've done this, people have gone through and they've made their own matrix. They did all this other stuff, but I'm telling you, it's all right.
Use that as a template, yeah.
This is your template. It's done for you. All you got to do is do what you need to do with that. Other thing, save it in another name, then send it to me. Because what have also people done? They've sent me the
I've done it.
They sent you the blank document. Sent the blank
I sent
document.
you a blank document and I got marked late.
So that's what you got to go
So
ahead.
don't save it as homework. Continue.
Yeah.
Second.
But what I'm saying is just make sure you don't send me the blank document.
Oh,
Okay? So with that, then we're done. And so I'm good.